my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and it restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making no verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just aim it better than Whittles P. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Bentley Bentayga, the dash on wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably see the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. For Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. A give to Elliott running left. Bulldozes past him. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flipped it over and watched and said, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Brooks. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Brooks. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Right back to him on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Fields. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields. He finds his man. Complete. It's Brooks. And here he'll get it down to the 7th. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott on the move to his left. That's complete to Mooney. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards at the midway point. It's a 1st down. Fields now to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw again on second down. Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could have cost them the ball game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Prescott. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. A handoff left, Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 32 on the play. Play action now, Prescott. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incomplete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He finds his man complete. It's Brooks. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there...
And this is taken in at the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a look.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Prescott now. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are. Yet,
and this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll run on 1st down. Brooks. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off play action, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Bryan Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And it's taken in at the 9. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They are certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Here's Fields on the sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Here we go on 4th down, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Off the play fake, Prescott. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 62 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Prescott off play action. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. He's got it at the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On the move past the 40, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
On 1st down, Fields.
He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Well, Prescott here to throw.
He hits Mooney going across the middle.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. Prescott on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward.
He's got a man complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
One play action. Fields.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a party.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Throwing here, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We bring your own victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers.